Class. Our topic for today is all about high-risk food. Before we proceed to the discussion, let us be guided by our objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to who wants to read our objectives for today. First, define the high-risk food. Second, identify examples of high-risk food. The third one is outline factors needed for ideal bacterial multiplication. And the last one is explain how to handle high-risk food safety. Ambient temperature, an ordinary room temperature. It means also surrounding temperature, it also the air temperature of any object or environment where equipment is stored. Also sometimes referred to as the ordinary temperature or the baseline temperature. The next one is dehydrate, to dry out. Temperature danger zone. This is the temperature ranging from 5 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius that is most suitable for bacterial multiplication. It is also refers to the temperature range in which bacteria growth occurs most rapidly on food. The next one is dormant. A period of inactivity when bacteria do not multiply. A review of foreborn microbial spores detection and inactivation methods. The last one is ready-to-eat food. Food which is not prepared or treated immediately before eating in a way that would destroy pathogenic bacteria. Ready-to-eat also foods are a group of food products that are pre-cleaned, pre-cooked, mostly packaged and ready for consumption without prior preparation or cooking. As we go through, I will show you slide that factor to differentiate food high risk. I hope you will listen and be participate in the discussion. Is that clear? Okay, very good. But first, let us define what is a high-risk food mean. High-risk food means, also known as potentially hazardous food, is a ready-to-eat food, no extra preparation such as washing or fully cooking. Also, high-risk food, it helps provide the ideal conditions for bacterial multiplications to the levels that cause illness. Here are the ideal conditions for multiplication of bacteria. First is the food. Food. Some bacteria need proteins. We need the conditions for multiplication of bacteria because food provides energy and nutrients for bacteria to grow. High-risk foods, particularly protein foods such as chicken and dairy products, are rich in nutrients and moisture and so promote bacterial growth. The next one is acidity. Why acidity? Because bacteria grow best in an environment that is neutral or slightly acidic. Most bacterial growth is inhibited in very acidic conditions. That is why acidic foods like vinegar and fresh fruits, especially citrus, seldom provide a favorable climate for pathogenic bacteria. Next is temperature. The higher the temperature, the lower the chances for bacterial growth. Bacteria prefer temperature danger zone. The next one is time. Some bacteria need time to grow. Commonly, food spoilage or start of food contamination is when the food becomes exposed to TDZ for more than 4 hours without proper holding of food. The next one is oxygen. Oxygen because their methods of energy production and respiration depend on the transfer of electron to oxygen, which is the final election acceptor in the election transport reaction. The last one is the moisture. Moisture because bacteria needs moisture in order to grow. This is why the growth foods with highly moisture content such as chicken, foods that are dehydrated or freeze-dried can be stored for much longer as the moisture has been removed. Are there any Are there any questions? Kindly raise your hand if you really understood our lesson. Note, or our summary. The above factors are needed by bacteria as a living organism to grow multiply. These factors are more commonly present in high-risk food. And the next one is, by controlling the more of these factors, food handlers may prevent food contamination and any resulting foodborne illness. Our valuing questions. Why is it important to know the high-risk food? Who wants to answer? Okay, good. We need to know the importance of high-risk food to ensure our safety. Okay, very good. If you don't have any questions, here your assignment. Have an interview on how to prevent the high-risk food. Write in a 1/2 sheet of paper and to be passed for our next discussion. That's all for today. Goodbye, class.